If your higher air conditioner displays error E5, the first thing to understand is that the exact meaning can vary depending on the model and regional product series. On many higher split air conditioners, E5 indicates indoor anti-freezing protection. However, on some systems or controllers, a similar code may be associated with a temperature sensor fault, an electrical connection problem, or communication between system components. Always check the manual for your exact model before replacing any parts. Haier commonly identifies E7 rather than E5 as the indoor to outdoor communication fault on many split systems. When E5 means anti-freezing protection, the indoor evaporator coil has become too cold. The air conditioner stops or limits operation to prevent ice from damaging the system. One of the most common causes is restricted airflow. Turn the air conditioner off, disconnect the power, and inspect the indoor air filters. If they are covered with dust, clean them according to the manufacturer's instructions and allow them to dry completely before reinstalling them. Also check that curtains, furniture, or other objects are not blocking the air inlet or outlet. Poor airflow can make the evaporator temperature fall too low and may cause ice to form on the coil. If you can see frost or ice inside the indoor unit, leave the air conditioner switched off until it has completely thawed. Do not scrape the ice with a sharp object because the coil and refrigerant pipes can be damaged easily. A dirty indoor coil or a weak indoor fan can also trigger the protection. If the fan is running slowly, making unusual noises, or stopping intermittently, the fan motor, capacitor, wiring, or control board may need professional testing. Low refrigerant is another possible cause. A refrigerant leak can reduce pressure inside the system and make part of the evaporator freeze. Warning signs include weak cooling, ice on the pipes, hissing sounds, or the E5 code returning shortly after the unit is restarted. Refrigerant must be checked and handled by a qualified air conditioning technician. If the code on your specific model refers to a temperature sensor problem, the indoor coil sensor may be disconnected, damaged, incorrectly positioned, or outside its expected resistance range. A loose connector between the sensor and the indoor control board can also produce an incorrect temperature reading. You can try a basic power reset. Switch the air conditioner off with the remote control, disconnect it at the isolator or circuit breaker, wait several minutes, and then restore power. If E5 was caused by a temporary control error, the unit may return to normal operation. If the code returns, do not repeatedly reset the system. A technician may need to inspect the sensor connections, communication wiring, refrigerant pressure, fan motor, indoor circuit board, and outdoor circuit board. Haier advises that persistent fault codes should be diagnosed by an authorized service engineer. Do not open electrical panels while the unit is powered, and never attempt to bypass a sensor or protective device. Record the complete model number, explain when the error appears, and tell the technician whether the indoor fan and outdoor unit are running. These details can make the diagnosis faster and more accurate.